What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. Aegislash has been released in Australia. You acquire it through raids where Honedge you can defeat, capture, and evolve to become Aegislash. We knew this Pokemon was going to be strong. We knew it had a special ability where it could change form. Aegislash has a shield form and a sword form or something of that nature, where it's extremely bulky in one form, can change form mid-battle to become extremely attack weighted and deal a ton of damage. Unfortunately, this thing is completely broken. And I don't necessarily mean broken in the sense that it's too good, but it's fair. It's broken. It doesn't make any sense with the damage it's taking and the damage it's dealing out, because it's virtually taking no damage. And as you're going to see, it is absolutely destroying anything in its path at 1457 CP in the Master League. Hold your horses. It's not destroying things in the league it's even meant to be in. It's being played in the Master League. In some way, somehow, this Pokemon has broken the mechanics of Pokemon Go PvP. We're not going to see it dominating Azumarill and Lapras. No. It's going to be dominating Master League legendaries, which is why I'm getting rid of the regular team graphic and we're going with this graphic. It's broken. It's a broken Pokemon in the literal sense of the word. And we're going to see at 1400 CP this thing in the Master League. And look at this. It's supposed to be running Psycho Cut. It's supposed to be running Psycho Cut, but this is not Psycho Cut. This is some new unnamed move called charging, apparently. That's all we can really call it. Look, wait. What did we get hit with there? I need to pay attention. Oh, look at how little the Incinerates are doing. That is a super effective Sacred Fire doing nothing. It did nothing. It barely made a dent. It switches to Blade form. It takes like 10 seconds for the game to process what's going on. And the one Incinerate that registered in the Blade form did that much damage, which honestly isn't even that much, considering the discrepancy and between the little damage it was doing before. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Check out this Shundo Kyurem Black, by the way. Very cool pick. And shout out to Dez is the best. I didn't even say that in the intro for sending me this footage so quickly. This is absolutely insane. I literally just got off a flight back to Dallas. Had a great trip back home. And I'm surprised with this nonsense. Watching my friend It's Axon on stream using this thing. And Dez sending me some footage. We sacrifice the Aegislash there. We come back in with Zacian. So only going to see so much Aegislash in this first battle. And Dez, not the best timing there. That might cost us here. But we get off the double CC. I think if we went for Behemoth Blade, maybe we could have gotten the KO. Oh, but close combat's enough. Metal Claw down. What still remains? Oh, Florges. We're super debuffed, though. Zacian's going to take the win. My camera's also falling down. Excuse me. Camera to a more level position. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Aegislash. What are we going to do here? I think Dez does lose some games in this set. So we'll see how that transpires. I also saw It's Axon drop a few games with it. So it must be taking like 1 damage per Dragon Breath here, which is just ridiculous considering the discrepancy in CP. Spatial Ren doing absolutely nothing. We get off the Shadow Ball here, and I don't think we're going to take an Incinerate, which will be nice. Switches to Blade form. Shadow Ball. Look at how much this does. You take like no damage, and you deal ridiculous damage. It doesn't make any sense. They need to ban this thing immediately. They already banned it, luckily, in Play Pokemon, so it can't be used at the World Championships. But they need to ban this thing in GBL, because the Great League comes back tomorrow, and everyone's going to be scared to play in the Great League, which is typically, generally, my favorite league, because this Aegislash thing is completely broken. Fusion Bolt connects onto Zacian. We swap back in the Aegislash because why not? Because why not? We take no damage. And I don't want to give advice with this thing because of how broken it is. But why not just charge up to 100 energy? Every single time you take like no damage. You take like no damage. And there we go. Dez farming up to 100. He's just going to let Zacian hit him again. This is perfect. CMP. Force them to use their energy while we're still a shield. And now we morph into a sword. Oh my god. Shadow Ball. Change into blade form. Sorry, blade, not sword. Almost stayed in to get to another. It's so like it'd be one thing if it had this ability of like the super defensive form, right? To just take no damage. And it'd be another thing if it was just extremely attack weighted. But to have both, where there's like no penalty for changing form. You just do it instantaneously when you throw a charge attack. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Does it make sense to anyone? Does anyone understand what's going on here? I'm going to get into the PvPoke simulation of like... It makes no sense, dude. It makes no sense. The damage it's taking. We saw it take the Sacred Fire. Keep that in mind. Maybe we'll use that as the reference. The Sacred Fire from Ho-Oh. Another Ho-Oh. Okay. Shiny Ho-Oh. Look at this. These are super effective Incinerates, dude. It's got 3 times our combat power. Oh my god. Sacred Fire, dude. Does nothing. It debuffs us. I think the Incinerate's going to register, though, in blade form here. So we'll see how much it does when it... Yeah, there you go. See? So that's something, like, even though this thing is broken, you have to be careful of that. Because if you change form as the Incinerate or the Fast Attack still hasn't registered, then you take it as the blade form and it does a ton. Here we go. Fusion Bolt. But even the blade form, I think, is like broken with its stats. Like, it's not registering correctly. Because I think if it was actually correct, that Incinerate would simply knock out. Like, by a lot. Behemoth Bash knocks us out. We come in with our Zacian. They come back in with Ho-Oh. Gonna throw the close combat here. I wonder if we, like, swap here? If we... Yeah, like, look at this. We're not even worried about getting farmed down. Okay, we do get farmed down. Never mind. Never mind. So we feed the Ho-Oh, and it looks like Ho-Oh will probably win this game here. So it's not a completely invincible strat, but I mean, it's not far from it. And if this was Great League, I mean, I can't even imagine, dude. But honestly, with how busted it is, it probably doesn't function that much differently no matter the league, right? Because it's not taking any damage from Master League Pokemon anyway. Great League, it can't be much different. I mean, you have to take 1 damage per fast attack. Dez is the best. Next opponent. I think there's maybe 2 more battles. Will they fall victim to the Aegislash? We've got the Zama. Aegislash building energy. And once again, another way this is broken. It's not even Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut would be even worse, though. Psycho Cut would be even more broken. Yeah, why not just... See, to me, there's like no reason not to charge to 100 energy with this thing. I guess you run the risk of, like, they never throw. If they never throw... You have to, like, throw eventually, so I actually see maybe there is incentive to not build up to 100 in that regard. They go for Fusion Bolt, does some really solid damage to us. They've already got another. This thing is so crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. This should not be possible. Like, at this CP, putting in so much work in the Master League. Close combat coming through. Going to get shielded. No shields remaining. And we can just go for a Shadow Ball. But why not just keep on building? No reason to not just keep on building to 100 energy. We take no damage from, like, anything. They swap into a Volcanion. Oh, and look at that. Des tried to wait so that the Incinerate would register. And I think he was... oh, no. Okay. The Incinerate... So, you see the Incinerate just knocked out because we swapped into the Shield form. And the Shield form couldn't... Or the Blade form, sorry. The Blade form couldn't take the Incinerate. So, despite this thing being absolutely broken, there is some nuance to it. There is some nuance to it where if you're not careful against something like an Incinerate user, you can see that happen. Oh, gets the farm down, has all this energy. Are we going to get to the double Fusion Bolt here? I don't think one is going to be enough. Fusion Bolt, oh. Even two probably wouldn't be quite enough, so Zama is going to take us down in this game. And that should leave one more game for the Aegislash. Unbelievable scenes. 1457 CP. What a day. What a day. I wasn't expecting to make this video today. I just got back home a couple hours ago. Palkia. Do they know what they're in store for? Do they... I wonder what these opponents were thinking when they saw the Aegislash with the 1457 CP. They're like, wow, this thing can't be any good. It's so underleveled. And then they see how little damage it's taking. They're like, what? What is going on? Aqua Tail connects. We throw the Shadow Ball here. And then you want to dip. With this thing, you build to 100. You dip immediately after throwing. Blade form, bang. Oh, okay, we didn't dip. They dipped. So the opponent, probably their first time seeing this, doesn't really know how to play it. Kyogre versus Zacian here. Metal Claw is going to be resisted. Can we get to double CC? Ooh, okay. We threw an alignment there, so I think that Waterfall is going to knock us out before this. Oh! I think we got DRE there. I don't think we should have gotten this off, but we'll take it. Oh, no, maybe I'm trolling. Maybe we... Yeah, I think we just got there. I don't know, actually. Okay. Aegislash is back. Just keep on building. Keep on building. Yep. Wait for them to throw, then we throw. Throw the Shadow Ball. They're expending all their energy. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Is there any, like, slim margin of chance that this is how they intended Aegislash to be? There's no way, right? Where, like, you have to strategically, like, keep building and never throw at it? There's no way. There's no way they meant it to be like this. Kyurem going for the Fusion Bolt. Bang. Oh, get shielded. All shields still in play. Gonna shield the Behemoth Blade. Like, we look to be in a bad spot here, honestly. The Metal Claw is super effective, but we still have a little bit of health on our Aegislash, which I think is gonna lift us to victory. Oh, and actually, never mind. We get to another one before going down. Fusion Bolt, bang, knocks out. And we just saw the most broken, busted Pokemon we will probably ever see. This thing needs to get fixed. And I'm going to go over to pvpoke.com and show you, like, if I reset the footage here, we're going to see pretty early on that Ho-Oh land the Sacred Fire on Aegislash. And I'm going to set this to Master League. Aegislash Shield version. And I'll even give it the benefit of the doubt. Well, I was going to have it level 50. No, I'll go down to level 40. But even level 40 with perfect IVs. So better than the one that that Dez is using. And show you that this thing is literally broken, not in the, like, metaphoric sense that it's so good. It's broken. It's not supposed to be like this. We saw the damage it did. Like, less than 20%. Less than 20%. Here. One more. One more shot. Can I pause it on the damage? 20-ish%. If I go over to PvPoke, I've got Aegislash shield version, even a little bit higher powered than this current one that we're seeing, Sacred Fire from a Ho-Oh should do 114% even to the shielded version. Like, let's compare it to something that has similar stat product, Bastiodon. Bastiodon's even bulkier. It's even bulkier because it's fully maxed out at level 50, that's why. And it's a hundo. Normally you don't see a Bastiodon as a hundo. Normally you see it like this. We'll go like one attack. Sacred Fire, it would do 60% neutral damage to the Bastiodon, which is similar bulk. Like, there's just no way this thing is supposed to function like this. Niantic, Scopely, who's ever in charge these days? I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to It's Axon. He was featuring this thing on stream. I think Homeslice Henry was as well on his stream. So, Aegislash is broken, and this thing needs to be fixed. We've got the Aegislash is broken graphic over there. And that's all I have for you to report right now, folks. Hopefully they see how broken this thing is and the reaction from the PvP community, and they ban it from the Go Battle League as soon as possible, because Great League, like, can basically not exist while this thing is roaming around. You are simply at a great unfair advantage. It's not fair if you don't have an Aegislash versus someone that does. It's just, I don't know how this happened. I don't know who in the meeting okayed this, but that's all I've got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. Stay tuned for more videos and updates maybe on this situation. But all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.